was covering crepe like a boot cut. If mad, it's a family ting, straight family ting. Dumb man, I bro, no salary ting. Had a young ting called Amy telling me to come round hers on a Valerie ting. Hashtag Murky Academy ting. You were like...
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Rams going up against the Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. Back Philly. Leopard. Leopard. Set. Green. Detroit. 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 No. Check. Patriot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete to open things up.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Go! Watch it now, Barney! Now let's go! No, check. All right, now look at 56.
They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. It'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's Njoku over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And he motions the wide receiver. Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And now it's 2nd and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. 3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
No, check. Patriot now. Patriot. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Gun. Set. Boom.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now look at 56. All right, now look at 56. Green 36.
Slot man moves right.
Detroit. Check 26.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Set. Green. Over.
The slot man in motion right.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if something got the rugby casualties at times, we're trying to win a game. And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
No. Check. Patriot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Njoku. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First down. He'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a handoff looking right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
No. Check. Patriot. Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here we go, Detroit!
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's George. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over them. And this is caught. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando. Now you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the offense as they get set to take possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And the D looking like they may blitz. Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. To throw here. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Gone.
They'll set up to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points with...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Rams have got it back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last one. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
They went for broke on 3rd down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Out of of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. And now out comes Minnesota. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit, here we go. Detroit. Gun. Leopard.
Now a handoff looking right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Leopard. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check.
And now here's a carry heading left. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 3 there on the pickup, and it'll be first down Vikings.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some open field here. Pass, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Vikings on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Russell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Picked off down at the 2. Fights him off. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No, check. Patriot. Leopard. Watch it now. No, check.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Set. 3-19. Leopard.
Halfback sent in motion. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of fight.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. A win would be their second on the young season. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Defense showing blitz. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he's going to go down again.